MVS started in the year 1977. Most of the nitrogen plants and inert gas plants, they were being imported from European countries, and there was no service available. So MVS started offering indigenously manufactured inert gas generators, which were based on fuel firing like LPG and kerosene. But that time even petroleum fuels were not easily available. So we went into collaboration with Cavotec Germany in the year 1980 and started manufacturing nitrogen generators producing nitrogen from air. And that technology was really very successful because that was a very clean technology. Basically replaced most of the gas generators in the country by nitrogen generators. Most of the market share was taken by MVS in this field. Now it is a very clean technology producing nitrogen from air at a very low cost and requiring nothing except electrical power. And we continued with this technology till 2011. We sold around 1200 nitrogen generators till that time. And in the year 2011, we explored another possibility of nitrogen generation by membrane technique. Membrane technique was already dominant in other countries like USA and Europe, but the cost of the membranes was very high. Fortunately, we got a collaboration with Air Liquide and we got very good cooperation. And now we have successfully launched membrane nitrogen generators also. And in the time to come, what we see that this is certainly a better technology as compared to PSA, and this is going to be the future of nitrogen generation. Well, PSA technology has become obsolete as of now because of many problems in the system, like carbon molecular sieve has shortened life, and then there are many moving parts, and everybody today looks for a very simple equipment where manual intervention is not required. So that way membrane is a very neat and compact size system. Just pass air, filter it out and produce nitrogen. So there are no automatic valves, there is practically negligible maintenance. So in time to come, membrane nitrogen generator would be more preferred technology than PSA. Industrial applications, they call for low purity only. 95% of the applications, they call for 99% and below. And some of the applications where 99.999% purity is required, well, PSA becomes the obvious choice because there you can purify the gas as compared to membrane where the comparatively nitrogen purity is only 99 and the purification process becomes a costly affair. But in general, we have seen that 95% of the business can be easily taken by membrane. With the membrane, in fact, that challenge is a little less because there are a number of membranes are there, and suppose one membrane goes, then still you have the balanced membranes and you still continue producing nitrogen. But in case of PSA, if the molecular sieve goes or some PSA valve goes, then it is 100% downtime. In PSA, either it is 0 or it is 100%. But in the membrane, depending on the number of membranes, you can put 25%, 50%, 75%. Another advantage of the membrane system is capacity can be increased. You can keep adding a number of membranes and you can increase the nitrogen production. But it is not the case in PSA. PSA means it is always a fixed size. So once you have decided for a particular capacity, then it remains the same. And if you want to increase the capacity, then you have to change the total unit or go for multiplying of the units. Well, pre-treatment is important in both the cases because ultimately oil is poisonous to molecular sieves and oil is poisonous to membrane also. So it is not that membrane will go bad prior to carbon molecular sieves. So both are susceptible to poisoning. So in that manner, I don't think there should be any reservation in going for membrane or PSA so long the air treatment is of the same quality. What we have seen, most of the customers, they require nitrogen, but they really do not understand what purity they should go for and how to calculate the capacities also. So that way MVS interacts with them, understands the requirement and in fact suggests them what purity would be best suited for their requirement. Many customers come to us, they do want to do the heat treatment, but they do not know what purity is to be selected. So MVS helps them, and then customer always feels that MVS is a better source to understand all these requirements and source the gas generator. In fact, this is one of the main reason of very good success of MVS. Customers have seen that while they were not knowing about the purity requirements, MVS guided them and they started getting better results of their process. Heat treatment process in the furnaces, what they require is oxygen-free gas and slightly reducing in atmosphere. So one way is that you use the nitrogen gas and then dilute it with an hydrogen. But that hydrogen cylinders are to be procured, they are to be connected, and hydrogen purity is also important. So instead of that, people have seen that if nitrogen gas is produced by some other source like ammonia cracker, so in ammonia cracker you just connect ammonia cylinders and you produce nitrogen and hydrogen gas, and this gas is very, very pure. It doesn't contain any impurity. The dew point of the gas is very good, the purity level, the oxygen is very low, and it gives excellent results. So MVS has got a very good success in ammonia crackers. In fact, we have supplied over 400 ammonia crackers till date. Most commonly, the gas generators were being used in the chemical industries for purging and energizing applications, but with time we have introduced many other applications. One of the applications which we have been very successful is food packaging, because conventionally all the packaging in India was being done without any nitrogen atmosphere, which used to reduce shelf life. But in the last 3-4 years, we have supplied over 200 nitrogen generators. So companies like Haldiram, Nestle, Cadbury's, they are using our nitrogen generators, and with the nitrogen generator packaging, their shelf life has increased tremendously. And we have been able to export these gas generators to Nestle Bangladesh, Nestle Sri Lanka, and other countries as well. Application comes in the oil and gas, which is gaining much importance, especially oil well drilling and oil pipelines, cross-country pipelines. Whenever they have to start pumping of the crude, they have to flush out the old material, and they have to do the pegging operation. So there also nitrogen is being used in the very large quantities to prevent explosions and fire, and this has been one of the very, very successful area. Electronic industries, like most of the printed circuit boards used in our cell phones, they are being manufactured in reflow ovens. In the reflow ovens, if nitrogen atmosphere is purged, then the brazing quality is much better. So the communication, the current quality during use is much better. So we have been successful in supplying such type of gas generators to electronic industries as well. Paper printing. Earlier, most of the packaging in India was being done in polyester films, and polyester films have been banned by Government of India. So people were forced to use paper packaging, but paper packaging doesn't have the strength and it doesn't have that sheen which generally polyester films gives. So a technology was introduced by an American company, ESI, that is called electronic beam technology, where the paper printing goes at a very high speed of 200 meters per minute, 300 meters per minute. They bombard electronic beams on the paper. Now they create such a high amount of heat onto the paper can catch fire. So in the e-beam machines, they wanted a very, very high purity nitrogen, and we supplied one nitrogen generator to a leading manufacturer in Noida. With the success of that gas generator, that company itself has bought over 10 gas generators from us, and they have become one of the leading supplier of paper packaging systems instead of polyester films. Especially in India, to depend on cryogenerator tanks, you can rely only in the big cities. But when you go to the remote areas where these industries are coming up, the liquid nitrogen supply is not that good. And since nitrogen has become the main requirement, so they cannot depend on any breakdowns of gas supply system. So nitrogen generator, the on-site gas generator becomes the only good choice. And second point is the cost. When the gas requirement goes to something around 500 cubic meter per hour, 1000 cubic meter per hour, the cost difference between your own generation versus what cost you procure at is very, very big. Just to give you an example, liquid nitrogen costs something around 15 rupees a cubic meter, whereas our gas generator cost is only 3 rupees a cubic meter. So the cost difference is almost 80%. So you are able to recover the cost of the gas generator in less than a year's time. And second thing is that you are not dependent on anybody. What people have seen that when they were purchasing liquid nitrogen from outside, there were arm twisting techniques by the suppliers, and ultimately industries had to suffer. So now most of the industries, even for small capacities of 5 cubic meter or 10 cubic meter, nobody wants to use cylinder or cryo tanks, and everybody prefers to install their own gas generators. And in fact, that is one of the reasons that we have been successful in supplying even small capacity gas generators of 5, 10 or 20 cubic meter also. Fully assembled and very compact size. You don't have to do anything at site. Simply put it on the floor, give a power supply and start producing nitrogen. No operator is required. It is a fully automatic. Just press a push button, and thereafter the gas generator keeps working for months and months. gas requirement is not there for 2 hours or 3 hours. Just by automatic operation, the gas generator switches off. But when the nitrogen generator comes again, the gas generator switches on automatically. So no operator, no attendance is required. In fact, there have been certain instances people were not knowing that they have the gas generator because they were getting around the year nitrogen supply automatically. The systems have been so perfected now. The air compressors, they are virtually maintenance free. You have to just clean the filters like you do in the car, like car servicing. Just take care of the filters and car keeps running. Same thing has become with the gas generator also. Take care of 6 months filter cleaning operation, and nitrogen generator gives you life of 10 to 12 years without any attendance. In India, some 10 years before, transmission of power was being done at low voltage. Voltage was something around 11 kV, 33 kV. But with time, when the power consumption has increased and power plants, they are located at very far off distances, then they have to transmit the power at very high voltage, so that the copper losses and power losses are very minimum. Now in a place like Delhi, where the power is being transmitted at 400 kV voltage, so there already cables cannot be utilized because most of the cables, they were being cured by air process. But now in India, there are certain manufacturers who are producing high tension cables, nitrogen cured. So in India, there are some 21 plants where we have supplied nitrogen generators. Most of these curing lines, they have been imported, but nitrogen is being supplied by our gas generators, and all the cable production is being done by nitrogen curing. Nitrogen curing has got an advantage that even with a thinner insulation, you can transfer very high power without losing power through copper losses. Where the customers are intelligent and customers know the problems, they understand why our cost is higher. But most of these so-called competitors, they are fly-by-night operators having no technology, just copy flow sheet from somewhere and just produce a nitrogen generator. But then technology is not that simple that you just feed air and you start producing nitrogen. Lot of technicalities are required, and this is where our expertise comes. So we have been very successful in supplying nitrogen generators to leading consultants who understand the technology. When we started our business in 1977, most of the gas generators worldwide, they were coming from US and Europe, and our first emphasis was on satisfying the Indian market, and then we saw that big requirement was there in Thailand, in Malaysia, Singapore, Australia and Middle East countries. And when we supplied the gas generators there, first thing is that our cost was low and quality was almost at par with the European and American companies, and that gave us a big boost. And in the last some 20 years, we have been able to supply these gas generators to around 56 countries worldwide, and we have received repeat orders from many countries after sales service, which Indian vendors are able to provide better because of better connectivity as compared to European and American companies. One thing is the communication ability, because the Indians, they are able to communicate better. This helps us to provide better after sales service and understand their requirement. Because if you talk to Chinese supplier with your problems or with your requirement, perhaps they don't understand, they just supply the standard equipment. Whereas what we have seen, that most of the Middle East customers, they come to us with their requirements and we are able to translate them into an offer properly, and that gives us a success in their meeting their requirement. Yes, oxygen gas conventionally is produced from cryogenic plants only, but there are certain requirements where customer cannot depend on market purchase because of the high cost. Oxygen purchased from the market costs something around 20 to 30 rupees a cubic meter, whereas our type of gas generator, they produce oxygen at 5 rupees a cubic meter only. There are certain chemical applications, bleaching applications and process applications where oxygen is required continuously, and they cannot really depend on oxygen cylinders availability that continuously. And one very big area we have been successful is the pulp bleaching. Conventionally, pulp bleaching was being done for last many years using chlorine, but chlorine has been banned internationally for bleaching applications because of environment pollution. There is a process called oxy bleaching where the same bleaching of the pulp can be done but without use of chlorine but using oxygen. And oxygen requirement goes into few thousand cubic meter per hour. And in India there are very big players where we have successfully supplied oxygen generators for oxy bleaching application. Both are molecular sieve based gas generators only, but PSA gas generators are limited to a capacity of around 300 cubic meter per hour because there you require compressed air and very big size air compressors are not available. And second thing is the power consumption in PSA is slightly higher. So there is another technology called BPSA technology where you produce oxygen from atmospheric air at low pressure. So the power consumption comes to 50%. So when you talk of 1000 cubic meter or 2000 cubic meter capacity oxygen plant, then you save something around 500 to 1000 kilowatt of power. 1 megawatt power is a big cost saving. So most of the big size plants, they are BPSA plants, and we have successfully supplied to pulp bleaching applications such plants. Yeah, BPSA technology when we started was our own R&D activity, and what we found that power consumption we could bring down to something around 0.4 kilowatt, but then internationally there were certain manufacturers who were claiming that power consumption is only around 0.3 kilowatt. So to improve upon our power consumption, we entered into a collaboration with an American company AdsorbTech, and their help has been quite good. And one plant we have built of 1000 cubic meter per hour where we are feeling that we are able to reduce power consumption by around 20% in this plant. Liquid nitrogen is another field where we were trying to enter for quite some time, but this technology was dominated by only one company, Sterling of Netherlands. And in India there is a requirement of some 20 nitrogen plants, liquid nitrogen plants every year, and the business runs into something around 30 to 40 crores of rupees. And this was being done only by a single company. Now we have entered into a collaboration with the American company Cryomec, and they are also manufacturing similar type of plants. And this has got advantage that our gaseous nitrogen can be converted to liquid. So we supply our own gaseous nitrogen generator, couple nitrogen gas to the liquid nitrogen generator, and we produce directly liquid nitrogen by this process. There is a big requirement in pharmaceutical industries also that they go into a process where the temperature requirement is something around minus 100 degrees centigrade, and for that requirement they are presently depending only on purchase of liquid nitrogen from outside. But once these liquid nitrogen plants are available in India, gradually more and more pharmaceutical industries, they would be installing their own plants. So we are having a very good future for liquid nitrogen plants as well. We have divided the organization into several parts, design part is being handled or monitored by Vice President Technical, who looks after total designing, drawings and procurement of components specifications. And once this is done, then it is handed over to Vice President Projects, who purchases the components or negotiates the components purchase from outside. And once that is done, then the manufacturing of certain parts is done in our own shop, and there we have Vice President Works who monitors or controls the total manufacturing activity. And for controlling the total quality of the manufacturing part, we have to source the component from outside, so there we have to carry out stage-wise inspection. Then in-house manufacturing, we have to carry out stage-wise inspection of the vessels and the manufacturing process. And then the third part comes the testing. So even all the plants which are manufactured, they are tested and quality is monitored. And once this is approved by our quality control department, then only the equipment are dispatched. Well, there are many consultants like Ude India, Engineers India, Engineering Projects, Mott MacDonald, Chem Plants Engineers, consultants we have worked with. And with Ude we have got a very good track record that we have done over 17 orders with them, and they are very satisfied with our performance.